Hey, what's up, y'all? I made it to 50 episodes. 50 episodes of Lunch Songs Live. Actually, truth be told, I thought I would get to 50 a lot sooner. I was supposed to do 2 a week, and since I did them throughout last year, that would have left me at 104 episodes. But you know, life has a way of moving us around. So the summer was a bit of a wash, and then the holidays are a wash. Anyways, I got to 50 episodes. So today I want to celebrate. And actually, I realized I'm so rusty at this, I forgot to turn on my little app that tells me if anyone's watching. So let me turn that on. If you are watching, please say hey. And let me know where you're watching from and what you hope to hear. I can't promise that. Oh, I have to type a password in. Hold on. I can't promise that I'm actually going to play any of your requests. Or that I'll even stay on the screen. Because I have a theme for today. Give me 1 second so I can do this properly. There it is. All right, I think you could hear me typing that whole time. Anyways, hello. Yeah, so I'm rusty. I haven't done this in a bit. But the theme for today, since this is the 50th episode, is I'm going to do songs from 50 years ago. And when I originally planned to do that, it was my friend Kyle Reslow's idea. And he said 50 years ago would be 1969, because it was basically last year when I thought of this. So I learned a few songs from 1969. Then the holidays took me away, and I didn't actually do the 50th episode in 2019. So now that it's, 2020, I'm going to do a few songs from 1970 as well. Hey, Nicola Chin, how's it going? You keep forgetting, I keep forgetting you can't see me on these. I'm nodding while you were talking. Oh, okay. Pretend that you're there. I'll nod back. I hope you're doing well today. Anyways, let me get to a song. Nicola, thanks for watching. And anyone else who's watching, I can see people are watching, but I don't know who you are until you say hello. So say hello. Like a bird on the wire, like a drunk in a midnight choir, I have tried in my way to be free. Kyle Reslow, hello. Kyle, you're responsible for this episode. Like a worm on a hook, like a knight from some old-fashioned book, I have saved all my ribbons for thee. If I have been unkind. Hey, Mike Pank, how's it going? I hope you can let it go by. And if I have been untrue, I hope you know it was never to you. Hey, Mom. Hi, Mom. Like a baby, stillborn, like a beast with his horn. I have torn everyone who reached out for me. Good to see you too, Mike. See in quotes. Looks like you've been doing a lot of, well, your usual thing of going to concerts, but it also looks like you've been doing a lot of listening from home or something. You have like a record series going on, which seems cool. What's it all about? And oh, my mom is commenting on the hat. Let's see, I gotta turn this way to see the hat, which I'll talk about in a second. Like a baby, stillborn, like a beast. No, let's see. And I swear, I already did that one. By this song, and by all that I have done wrong, I will make it all up to thee. I saw a beggar leaning on his wooden crutch. Oh. He said to me, you must not ask for so much. The pretty woman leaning in her darkened door. She cried out to me, why not ask for more? Like a bird on the wire, like a drunk in a midnight choir, I have tried in my way to be free. Yeah, so that was Bird on the Wire by Leonard Cohen, which I got the idea to play it first when I was looking at songs from 1969, and it was on the list. But then a singer-songwriter I like a whole lot named Peter Mulvey, a couple days ago at Club Passim in Cambridge, Massachusetts, did a 12-hour fundraising concert, which he live streamed. And raised, I don't know, $12,000 or something for a whole bunch of good causes. But anyways, he played that song. And I thought, oh yeah, all right, I should learn it and do it. And then after he played it, he claimed he wrote it. Which was a harmless lie, because no one believed him. Everyone knew. All right, let me do a Nick Drake song, which I have to get in tune for. And while I'm tuning up, how does it sound? I have a totally new little setup in my room. Anything need to go up or down, or getting feedback? Can I make anyone a milkshake? It's a song by Nick Drake that came out in 1969, which was the original theme of this broadcast, 1969, but since I waited till 2020 to do it, which is now 50 years from 1970, I've got about half and half songs from 69 and 70. Strange face with your eyes, so pale and sincere. Underneath, you know well, you have nothing to fear. that came to you when so young, told of a life where spring is sprung. The armies of emotion go out to fight, and while the earth should sink to its grave, you'd sail to the sky on the crest of a wave. So forget this cruel world where I belong. I'll just sit and wait and sing my song. And if one day you should see me in the crowd, lend your hand and lift me to your place in the clouds. Ooh, ooh, well, what's up, everyone? I feel like I'm getting some feedback in here, but maybe it's just in my room. Are you hearing feedback out there in the interwebs? So let me see. I think I've got one or two more 1969 songs before I move on to 1970, but I just wanted to say a quick thank you for all of those you folks out there who watch Lunch Songs Live, because Christian Bro, you're listening in the background. Tiny bit of feedback, not much though. All right, well, my goal by the end of the broadcast will to limit that to 0 feedback. Thanks for watching, Christian, by the way. You're tuning in for my general thank you to everyone who's watching out there, which really does mean a lot to me, because I've got a job and I've got a family and a 7-year-old and a house and many things that keep me from is terrible. But yeah, well, keep me from touring at least. I travel for work and occasionally play one-off shows here and there, but I don't really get to play live nearly as much as I used to. That kind of bummed me out for a while, but then I got acclimated to this here family life, and I realized I don't need to travel very far to play for people, so I started doing Lunch Songs Live, and it gives me a chance a couple times a week to dust off old songs and pull new ones out of my ass. Let's see. Oh, Barbara Boylan. Hello. How's it going from Rhode Island? You'll notice my hat, which I will talk about in a little bit. Kyle Reslow. Sounds pretty good. You look smart as well. Oh, thanks. As Billy Crystal says, it's better to look good than to, well, he said feel good. Christian, I'm not going to play the Witcher song. I haven't learned it yet. But anyways, thank you all so much for tuning in when you do. I know you can't tune in all the time, but it means a lot when you do. So what was I going to play? 1969 songs. Oh yeah, I don't technically think this song came out originally in 1969. I feel like it might have been 68. But a cover version of it by Three Dog Night came out in 1969, which was basically, I think, most people on the planet's first introduction to it at the time. Daphne Como, Happy New Year.
You'll ever do. Two can be as bad as one. It's the loneliest number since the number one. No is the saddest experience you'll ever know. It's the saddest experience you'll ever know. Whoa. One is the loneliest number that you'll ever do.
Yes, Christian, it is about a...
One is the loneliest number, much, much worse than two.
About a very lonely number.
It's just no good anymore since you went away. Now I spend my time just making rhymes of yesterday. Ooh. Because one is the loneliest number that you'll ever do. One is the loneliest number that you'll ever know. Whoa. One is the loneliest number. One is the loneliest number. One is the loneliest number that you'll ever do. One is the loneliest number, much, much worse than two. Is a number divided by two.
It's fun to try to just make the most annoying sound you can once in a while when you're singing. I don't know if it's fun for you, but it's fun for me. Okay, I'm going to go to hat time. I have, throughout this year-long live streaming experience, worn a number of hats. And I don't mean it figuratively. I mean that literally. I've worn many hats. So my Aunt Barbara from Rhode Island has been pretty adamant about me making an actual like segment in the show about it, which I've been remiss in actually committing to. But it's a good idea. I have enough hats. So anyways, this one says Rhode Island, the state I was born, and it was a Christmas gift from said family member. Well, it's not going to replace. You know, I have this orange hunting hat that I wear all the time, so I can feel like a true Mainer. But it's nice to have not a replacement, but an alternative for that hat. It's harkening back to my roots. So, anyways, that's the hat of the day. I should probably prepare more interesting statements about these hats. So, let's see. I do have an original song about 1969, which I will play later. First, I'm going to try and do a song by Paul McCartney. So now we're moving into 1970. And I realized that I'm pretty sure that was the year. Kyle, thanks. Kyle saying, yeah, dull segment. I can just make shit up. This is a hat I was wearing the first time I was attacked by a koala. And the second time was actually I didn't have a hat on. So there's not much to say about that. But the first time I was attacked by a koala was at the Roger Williams Park Zoo in Providence, Rhode Island. And it was a dare. Someone said, you know, koalas are fierce, angry, bitter little creatures. And they're vengeful, quite vengeful creatures. So I went to the fence and made fun of it, basically, for eating eucalyptus leaves, which are poisonous. I was like, you're such a stupid little animal. People think you're cute, but you're not. You're just a spiteful little creature. And yeah, I mean, you're pretty much so dumb that we shouldn't even keep you in zoos. We should just let you back out into the wilderness, where you'll all die from eating poisonous leaves. And true to his word, my friend who had dared me to bait the koala with my words, it turned out to be a spiteful, vengeful little creature, and it attacked me. And it severed my ear, which I had to have reattached. Which took a while. And while I was in the hospital, bedridden, even though it was just my ear, they didn't want me to walk. So while I was in the hospital, bedridden, they brought me things. They brought me, food, and they brought me video games, and they brought me a cheeseburger. I already said food, but particularly of note was the cheeseburger. It was very good. And we watched a bunch of weird Stephen King movies. But the thing I remember most is the nurse, also a spiteful creature, brought me a stuffed koala from the hospital gift shop, which I have to this day. None of that is true. I hope you didn't believe that story. It's just a stupid story I made up 'cause my friend Kyle said that I was boring when I talked about my hat. How about that? Who'd have believed that a hat segment wasn't the most interesting thing in the world? Or not even the world, maybe just this country, or not even this country, but maybe the state of Maine, but not even Maine. Maybe just this hour-long lunch songs live, but no, it wasn't even that. It was boringer than that, duller even than that. Just a story about a hat that went nowhere, just like this song. All right. Now with that story about the hat out of the way, I'll get to 1970, the year of all of the Beatles' first solo albums, I think. Did Ringo put out a solo album that year? Part of me thinks Ringo had the most hits early on when he went it alone. Anyways, this is from Paul's first album. I just came up with the real secret to the hat segment. I think I just need to lie. Fake, ridiculous stories about real hats.
Motor cars, handlebars, bicycles for two, broken-hearted Jubilee. Candlesticks, no parachutes, army boots, sleeping bags for two, sentimental jamboree.
Thanks, Darlene. I appreciate that. Got a favorite solo Beatles song?
Bye bye, says the sign in the shop window. Why, says the junk in the yard. Do 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 do. Candlesticks, building bricks, something old and new, memories of you and me. Bye bye, says the sign in the shop window. Why, says the junk in the yard. Bye bye, says the sign in the shop window. Why,
Says that was not the right note.
why, says the junk in the yard.
I gotta get my camera to focus. Focus, camera. Focus. Do it. I don't know what the deal is. Christopher Stewart, how's it going? Across the sea. What time is it there? It must be 8:40. No, you wouldn't say 8:40 though. You'd say 20:40. Is that right? I don't know if this is inside Beatles humor or not, but Kyle Reslow says your harmonizer, which is my pedal, my effects that are harmonizing with my voice, could pass for Linda McCartney, known for her pitch perfect vocals. It's mean, Kyle, which is why it's funny. Daphne, you left me a YouTube link, which I can't open right now to see, but I'm assuming it might be some vicious koala attack. So, okay. While I got the capo on the second fret, I will do the next of my solo Beatles tunes from 1970. And I don't quite know all the words to this one yet. I mean, I know what they are, but I'm not sure I've ever committed them to memory, so we'll see.
Watch out now, take care, beware of falling swingers, dropping all around you. The pain that often mingles in your fingertips. Ooh, beware of darkness. Watch out now, take care, beware of thoughts that linger. Winding up inside your head. The hopelessness around you in the dead of night. Beware of sadness, it can hit you, it can hurt you, make you so. And what is more, that is not what we are here for. Watch out now, take care, beware of soft shoe shufflers. Beware of soft shoe shufflers, y'all. Dancing down the sidewalk while each unconscious sufferer wanders aimlessly. Ooh, beware of fire. Christopher Stewart, is that a nylon semi-acoustic you're using? It's not. It is a not a nylon. It's a full steel string, but it's a parlor guitar, and it has these. I forget what you call these things, but the the headstock sort of arrangement that many classical guitars have. And actually, this is a very cheap Alvarez guitar, which I really like. Actually, I think I bought it for like $190 brand new. So it's a very cheap guitar, but I love it. Okay, Kyle, you're inspiring me to. Oh, hold on, let me go back to Daphne. It's Funny Koala from the Wild. Nigel the Koala. Okay, I'll check it out. Thank you for the recommendation. Kyle's giving me some updated lyrics here, so let's see. Dancing down the sidewalk while each unconscious sufferer wanders aimlessly. Ooh, beware of fox news, it can hit you, it can hurt you, make you so. And what is more, that is not what you are here for. Watch out now, speaking of the Fox News verse. Watch out now, and take care, beware of greedy leaders. Take you where you should not go, like I ran. While weeping at the cedars, they just wanna grow, grow and grow. Beware of
I know I have a few Trump supporters who are tuning in. I'd like to make the disclaimer that the opinions expressed herein are only the opinions of the host and performer, and not of Facebook, or of YouTube, or of Periscope/Twitter, or Habbo Hotel. Well, speaking of hotel, Christopher Steers asking Neutral Milk Hotel. Heard of them? Yes, I have. I love Neutral Milk Hotel. I'd try to pull a song out of the ether for you, but this is a 1969 and 1970 exclusive themed show, and I don't think they put out music till like 96. Oh, Two-Headed Boy, yeah. Two-Headed Boy, yeah, great song. Send me a video or whatever you have, SoundCloud link, something like that. All right. So Ringo's getting left out of this little trio of songs, but John will not be left out.
As soon as you're born, they make you feel small. But giving you no time instead of it all. To the pain so big you feel nothing at all. A working class hero is something to be. A working class hero is something to be. They hurt you at home and they hit you at school. They hate if you're clever and they despise a fool. Till you're so fucking crazy you can't follow the rules. A working class hero is something to be. A working class hero is something to be. When they've tortured and scared you for 20 odd years, then they expect you to pick a career. But you can't really function 'cause you're so full of fear. Well, a working class hero is something to be. Working class hero is something to be. Keep you doped with religion and sex and TV, Netflix. And you think you're so clever and classless and free. But you're still fucking peasants as far as I can see. Well, a working class hero is something to be. A working class hero is something to be. There's room at the top, they are telling you still. But first you must learn how to smile as you kill. wanna be like those folks on the hill. A working class hero is something to be. A working class hero is something to be. If you wanna be a hero, just follow me. If you wanna be a hero, well, just follow me.
Yeah. What the hell do you say after that song? Except if you're watching Netflix, I hope it's Black Mirror. I've got, let's see, what do I have left? I've got one or two songs left. One of mine, which is about 1969. Kind of. It's about 2016 and 1969. And then the other song I thought I could play is Everybody's Talking by Fred Neil, because I feel like the Harry Nilsson version, it might have come out in 68. Can anyone do like a quick Wikipedia search and see if the Harry Nilsson version of Everybody's Talking came out in 68 or 69? And if it came out in 69, I'll play it. And if it came out in 68, I don't know. Anyone quick on Wikipedia? While you might be doing that, I don't. Chris Stewart's just saying play it. All right, let's just pretend it's 1969, no matter what. Before I do, I want to do a little merch. Merch. What do you do with merch? You sell it. A sales pitch. I have a sales pitch for you. From my daughter. Yar, buy some merch. So I have a newish album, which I would love for you to have if you don't have a copy. It's called Secret Society Sessions, and although this live stream is extremely folky and singer-songwriter in nature, this record is not. It's got a lot of electric guitar and synths and stuff. It's pretty, I don't know, proggy indie rock kind of record, maybe. And if you don't have it, it's in my store right now, which is just store.chrisraleigh.com. Jim helping me out with the confirmation it's 1969, which it either is or you're lying because you want me to play it. Either way is good. So we've got that. I also have Secret Society buttons, which in black and white here you can't really tell, but these pins are actually black and white. There's a nice yellow stripe here which matches the yellow of that. And both of those are in my store. I've got some copies left of my last record, The Great Make Believer. All that stuff's there. And I would love for you to get a copy. I'll sign it. What else will I do? I'll send in some posters. I've got posters I'll send you as well if you get a CD. And the poster folds up in this weird way. So it has creases on the paper and stuff. But when you unfold it, the creases are where these lines are on the poster. So the creases kind of become like part of the design. And I'll sign that too. All right, so let's do Everybody's Talking, and then I'll do one of my own about 1969, and then maybe if you guys have requests for future episodes, please leave them. Let's see here. Oh, there we go. Mike Pank, thanks. Saying cool guitar on the new CD. Thanks. Thanks so much. There are quite a few guitar solos on that album because there just aren't enough guitar solos right now.
Everybody's talking at me. I don't hear a word they're saying. Only the echoes of stop and staring. I can't see the faces, only the shadows of their eyes. I'm going where the sun keeps shining through the pouring rain, going where the weather suits my clothes, banking off of the northeast winds, sailing on the summer breeze, skipping over the ocean like a stone. I'm going where the sun keeps shining through the pouring rain, going where the weather suits my clothes, banking off of the northeast winds, sailing on the summer breeze, skipping over the ocean like a stone. Everybody's talking at me, I don't hear a word they're saying, only the echoes of my mind. Well, I won't let you leave my love behind. Well, I won't let you leave.
Chris Stewart's wondering what's the chords? The chords to that song? I don't know if I'm doing it right or if I'm in the right key, but I've got the capo on the 4th fret, so I'm playing a C shape, which is an E chord, and it's basically just moving between an E major and an E major 7, and then I go to a D minor shape, which would be F sharp minor. 5 chord, which is what, B, and with a little that kind of stuff keeps going on, and then in the chorus it's just F sharp minor, B, C major 7, C dominant 7, C6 sort of thing. And those are the only chords in that. So I got one more song I'm going to do. Before I do that, I will say this is my 50th episode of this, which I have no idea if that sounds like a big deal or not. In the grand scheme of things, it's nothing. Tardigrades will outlive us. The sun will expand, heat everything, and then eventually there will be the heat death of the universe, at which everything is so distant from each other that, well, basically the warmth goes out of everything. Cheery proposition. But all that aside, I'm pretty psyched to get to the 50th episode of this show. It feels like a big deal to me because I'm not well, actually I am sweating. But this sweat, so there's two kinds of sweat for me. There's sweat I've earned by doing something, and then sweat that's just pure nervous energy. And this sweat is earned right now. I'm not sweating out of nervousness at all. But when I started doing this like a year ago, or started like entertaining the idea of going live on Facebook more than a year ago, I was a wreck. I would practice the song I was going to play like 3 or 4 times before I pressed go live, and then I had to like get the angles right and everything, and it all looked terrible. Like for all that effort, it was not good. And then worst of all is I was not comfortable at all doing it. I would be like feeling super awkward, and now I only feel mildly awkward, which is my natural state. So I'm basically the real me. Yeah, so more than a year ago when I was doing this, a lot of nervous sweat, a lot of nerves, and it took a lot to just press. For anyone who's never gone live before, there's a button, and it's the go live button, or it might say stream or something of that nature, depending on the platform. So it takes a lot to press that button because you feel like there's no going back. Although you could always delete it later. I don't think I've ever actually done that. But anyways. So just for pure personal victory, I feel like me starting this and sticking with it long enough to get somewhat comfortable playing in my room alone, although all of you are out there. But, with no immediate visual cues of an audience listening, it feels really awkward at first. So I'm happy I stuck with it enough to get over that. And then there's also this other weird thing that happens where you press go live, and then, you've just gone live, so no one knows you're live. So for a minute or two, there's a decent chance you could be playing to 0 or 1 or 2 people. Which, of course, I appreciate those 1 or 2 people, and I certainly appreciate 0 person 0. What was Donald Trump referred to in the Mueller report? Personality 0 or something like that? No, wasn't that. It was like personality 1 or something. Whatever it was, it made so much sense at the time. Anyways, yeah, so that first couple minutes is also kind of awkward. And now I got to the place where that feels pretty comfortable too. So I'm patting myself on the back, metaphorically and physically, for this. And I thank you for celebrating with me and coming to my 50th episode of Lunch Songs Live. The next one will just be a normal one. I'll just press go live and have no plan and do whatever I feel like or whatever you request. So if you have requests, leave them in the comments and I'll see if I know them, or maybe I remember a couple months ago, maybe more than that, someone requested Losing My Religion by R.E.M. And I'd never played that song before, and I just... Oh, light's bigger. It's bigger than you. Anyways, that individual one, that's what it was. Oh my God, is that not so perfect? Anyways, I remember that particular cover as just like I'd never played it, and I just did it, and it was decent. But I have fun doing that as long as you don't hold me to too high a standard. So all that being said, let me play my song called Morning Edition. Which Gielan in Spain requests a whole bunch. I don't think he's watching right now, but maybe he'll catch the replay. And it is actually about 2016, but it mentions some things that happened in 1969. Hey Ernst, how's it going? Hello to Austria. Are you in Austria right now? Or are you in the US on holiday? I sat in caffeinated traffic in the honey light of dawn, digesting drive-through flapjacks and whatever news was on. Apple software, cyber warfare. Somehow freedom's caught up in the crosshair, but they'll ask us all to soldier on. Followed by a feature piece on Werner von Braun. Well, there's a rich man making speeches about who shouldn't be allowed, and he's playing to his big adoring crowd. What a minute holds within it is all in later how he'll spin it. So he's asking every woman, child, and man to raise their hand and pledge to make us great again. Well, there ain't no limits to what you can achieve, assuming you'll betray all you believe. And baby,
a cigarette, then cover up the smell with cheap perfume. A whole country conveniently forgets it took a Nazi to land us on the moon. 'Cause that's the kind of thing we woo-hoo-hoo. Well, I've been fastened to this platform on which I bitch and syndicate whatever line they're feeding to the corporate fourth estate. Weren't she pretty? Such a pity. She's fucking on the subcommittee when she'd rather just stay home and masturbate. For the lurid eye of the much maligned half-blind surveillance state.
I tried to cram all my adult content into that one verse so that if I ever play it live, I can just tell the parents to earmuff their kids for like 10 seconds and then not worry about the rest of the song. But I didn't give anyone at home the earmuff warning. Sorry if I've offended you with my language or the meaning of that language strung together. Except I'm not sorry. It was a disingenuous apology. Which is actually really way more offensive than just letting the words offend you on their own. So, I've doubled down, raised the ante. Looks like everyone who was watching before is still watching, I think. Brad is offended. Hashtag offended. Thank you.
To why we self-deceive when they're dangling the promise of reprieve. Baby, you and me will find out soon if the enemy within begins to trash adjacent rooms.
It's tough to sing when you're all making me laugh. Double offended. And Daphne, your comment is funny too. Where was I?
Liberties of marriage minuet, where hopes the lonely bride fears the groom. Not until this dance had they both met. Someone struck a deal in some back room, expecting all of us to woo-hoo-hoo. Strangers traveling into different songs, strung by a crowd that's 30,000 strong. Will we beat them back or greet them on that endless road to freedom? The narrows and expands depending on the way that we define the word belong. Well, there ain't no limits to what we can achieve, but some lost things should never be retrieved. And baby, you and me will find out soon if the enemy within preserved the whole hotel till 2. Before you say what makes a fire great, but you should know the heat is separate from the fumes. Don't you feel the way the whole earth quakes? Soon as that big lunar rocket booms, proving what we'd all along presumed, that our bright future is bursting into bloom. 'Cause that's the kind of
computer for effect. It's so dramatic. All right. Jim. Oh, Mike Pink saying George Carlin would be proud of me. Oh, thanks. Daphne said a disingenuous apology is well placed in this song. Correct. Jim Pellinger saying I'm cool with it. Clapping in Minneapolis. Thank you. You're watching on YouTube. You and Brad are I think YouTube's the lonely platform today. There might be two of you watching on there. It's always the lonely platform. I'm not surprised. But I think I'm out of things to say. Yes, digital epilepsy, I guess. Not that we should be making light of that. Bad Brad, I'm offended. I'm hashtag offended. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm out of songs to play. I'm out of things to say. Does anyone want to make any final requests? This sounds very morbid. If not, I will thank you again, and I hope you will join me for the 51st episode of Launch Songs Live, which I will try to keep totally themeless, so I can do whatever I want, and you can request whatever you want. And yeah, thanks again. This was fun, and I think I might do some of those covers that I just learned today again. Two-headed. Oh yeah, so what key is that song in? Is it in G? Two-headed boy. I won't hashtag offend anyone with my bad Neutral Milk Hotel right now, but it's a good request. And actually reminds me of some Syd Barrett songs that I know too. All right, I'm rambling. I hope you all have a great afternoon. Thanks again for tuning in. See you on Thursday.